Okay guys, you should have just done PSSA Power 39, so make sure that you are checking and correcting your work, make sure you're paying attention, and leave yourself any notes on the other side in case that you made a mistake, because tomorrow's is graded. So first thing, you had to find the range of the data below, and remember what range means is?
Biggest minus littlest.
Big minus little, thank you Tyler. So I'm going to write that down, big minus little. Now the biggest number is 90. Don't write 100 because there are no x's above 100. Minus 60, and that is 30. So if you had A, give yourself a big fat C. In the second problem, you have to choose the correct expression for this problem. It says the Steelers scored 48 points this week. Last week they scored X fewer points. How many points did they score last week? Well, if they scored 48 points this week, and last week they scored X fewer, that means they scored X less, which is 48 minus X, which is B. If you had it, give yourself a C. For the next one, which fraction is greater than 6/10? Your job is to change all of these fractions to percents, because if they're all percents, it is going to be much easier to figure out. So we're going to start with 6/10. To do 6/10, if you do 6 divided by 10 on your calculator, you get the decimal, 0.6. If you deep it, you get 60%. Now, we're looking for the percent that's going to be bigger or greater than 60%. So if you do, for 4/5, if you do 4 divided by 5, you get 0.8. If you deep it, you get 80%. And I can stop right there because 80% is bigger than 60%, so I know it is going to be A. All right, last one. Below you have some test scores, and you have to match the frequency table. These are frequency tables down here. And on this side, they're going to have ranges of scores. So 60 to 69, don't open it, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 100. And here are the tally marks that tell you how many times those scores occurred. So here is a trick for it. Pick one of your categories. Like maybe I'm going to pick 60 to 60. I'm going to pick 60 to 69 to start with. And I'm going to count how many scores are between 60 and 69. So I have 1, 2, so there's only 2 scores between 60 and 69. Now I'm going to get rid of any tables that do not have 2 scores between 60 and 69. This one does, this one does, this one does, this one does. So now I'm going to go to anything between 70 and 79. So there's 1 here, and that looks like the only one between 70 and 79. So A has a 1. B has 3, so it cannot be B. C has 2, so it cannot be C. And D has 1, so it can be D. We already eliminated 2 answers. Okay, next, I'm going to check all the scores between 80 and 89. I see 1 here, 2, 3. So, if I'm looking down at my choices, A has 4, D has 3, so your correct answer has to be D. So your job in these is to eliminate answers by counting how many scores are in each of those categories. So be ready, leave yourself any notes on the other side, and hand this into your folder now. Thanks, guys.